Welcome to my dear student. Today we are going to discuss about application of dimension analysis. The very first point of application of dimension analysis is to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another. Number 2 point is to check the correctness of a given physical relation. Number 3 point is to derive a relation between different quantities. Okay, so first of all we discuss about how to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another system of unit. So first of all we have to know the theory for deriving one system of unit to another. The theory is, we know that 5 meter is equals to 500 centimeter. So this is the size of unit, this is the another unit, this is the meter, this is the centimeter, but here the quantity is changed, that's why the size of the unit also change. So this is equals to Q, quantity. So we know that Q is equals to N1 E1. This is N1, magnitude of quantity, and this is the unit of quantity, is equals to, this is magnitude of quantity, this is unit of quantity. So we know that Q is equals to N1 U1 equals to N2 U2. So if in one system of unit, M1 L1 T1 is the fundamental unit, and another system of unit M2 L2 and T2 is the fundamental unit, then the dimensional quantity of Q will be, this is U1 is equals to M1 to the power A, L1 to the power B, T1 to the power C. Similarly here U2 is equals to M2 to the power A, L2 to the power B, T2 to the power C. Now according to the formula from equation 1, N1 U1 is equals to N2 U2, implies that N1 dimension of M1A, L1B, T1 C is equals to N2 M2A L2B T2C. Okay, now N2 is equals to N1. Suppose consider N1 is known to you, N2 is unknown. This is the known unit, known quantity. You have to convert it another unit where the magnitude is unknown. You have to find out. So N2 is equals to N1 M1 by M2 whole to the power A. This M2 is divided by here. Similarly, L1 by L2 whole to the power B, T1 by T2 whole to the power C. Now this is the formula. Okay, so now we are going to an example. So example is convert 1 joule into arg. So how we convert 1 joule into arg? So theory is here. U1 U2 N1 U1 is equals to N2 U2. Now we have to find out N2. So this is our required formula. N2 is equals to N1 M1 by M2 to the power A, L1 by L2 to the power B, T1 by T2 to the power C. So now let's see here. So joule is unit of energy. Okay, now dimension. What is the dimension? Energy is force into distance. So m L square T to the power minus 2. Now this is 1, power of the m is 1. So A is equals to 1, B is equals to here 2, and C is equals to minus 2. So it is clear to us that the value of A, B, C is 1, 2 and minus 2. Now this is joule. This unit is in SI. So arg is in CGS unit. So we convert SI to CGS unit. Okay. So M1 in SI is equals to 1 kg we know, and L1 in SI we know this is 1 meter, and NT1 is equals to 1 second. CGS, this is M2 is equals to 1 gram. L2, this is equals to 1 centimeter, and T2 is equals to 1 second. As we have to convert SI to CGS, so we convert 1 kg into gram. So it will be 1000 gram. Okay. And also we convert 1 meter into centimeter. So it is 100 centimeter. 1 second as it is, because in SI and CGS the unit of time is second, also second. Now N2 is equals to N1. This is the formula. M1 by M2 to the power A, L1 by L2 to the power B, T1 by T2 to the power C. Okay. Now, acha. So here one thing we have to write here. So N1 is equals to 1 joule. This is the magnitude. So 1. So N2 is equals to what? Okay. Now we have to find out N2. So N1 is 1. M1 is 1000 by M2. This is M2 is 1. Whole to the power A. The value of A is 1. Now L1 is 100 by L2 1 whole to the power B means 2. T1 1, T2 1 to the power minus 2 equals to, this is 1, this is 1000 means 10 to the power 3 into this is 100 means 10 square whole to the power 2, that means 10 to the power 4 into this is 1. The any power of 1 is always 1. So this is 10 to the power 7. So final answer will be now, therefore 1 joule is equals to 10 to the power 7 ERG. After finding out the value of the N2, we have to write such that 1 joule is equals to 10 to the power 7 arc. So it will be our final answer. Okay. So let's go to the another example. So problem is the value of universal gravitational constant in SI is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2. Then find its value in C.H.S.E. So how we solve it? So dimension of the universal gravitational constant. What is the dimension of universal gravitational constant? First of all, we have to write it. So we know gravitational force F is equals to G M by R square. Here G is the nothing but G is the universal gravitational constant. Okay. Now G is equals to F R square by M. This is force M L T to the power minus 2. This is R. This is L square divided by M into M. This is mass. This small m. This also mass. So mass square M square. So it is M inverse L cube T to the power minus 2. Okay. M inverse L cube T to the power minus 2. So now A is equals to minus 1, B is equals to 3 and C is equals to minus 2. So it is clear to us that ABC, the value of ABC is minus 1, 3 and minus 2. Okay. So now next step is we convert it into the C.G.S. system. So first we write SI system. Then here we have to write C.G.S. system. Okay. Now M1 is equals to 1 kg in C.G.S. L1 is 1 meter and T1 is 1 second and N1 is the value of universal gravitational constant in SI system. This is the 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11. So we have to write it here 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11. Now M2 is equals to 1 gram, L2 is equals to 1 centimeter and T2 is equals to 1 second. Now N2 we have to find out. Now as we have to convert SI system into the CGS system. So without changing that the value of the M2, L2, T2, N2, only we convert M1, this kg into gram. Okay, so this is the 1000 gram, this is 100 centimeter. Okay, now our formula is N2 is equals to N1 M1 by M2 whole to the power A, L1 by L2 whole to the power B, and T1 by T2 whole to the power C. Okay, so it is equals to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11. M1 means 1000 by M2 means 1 to the power A means minus 1. This is the L1 by L2. L1 means this is 100 by L2. L2 means 1 divided by whole to the power cube, and T1 by T2 1 by 1 whole to the power minus 2. Okay, this is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11. This is 10 to the power 3 whole to the power minus 1. Okay, and this is into 10 to the power what? 10 square cube. This is 6 and this is 1 is equals to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 into 10 to the power 3 multiplying by minus 1. This is the minus 3 into 10 to the power 6. This is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 into 10 to the power 3. This is equals to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, this is the value of the N2. Now the final answer we have to write. Therefore 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2. It is given to you here. The value is the 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2. So you have to write that 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2 is equals to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 8 dyne centimeter square and gram to the power minus 2. So this is the final answer. Okay. Now let's go to the next problem. An electrical bulb has a power of 500 watt. Express it in C.H.S.E unit. A similar problem. So now here power. So we have to write here power is power its dimension is work by time. Okay, so this is equals to work means energy, that means force into displacement, m L square t to the power minus 2 divided by t. So m L square t to the power minus 3. It is the dimension formula of power. Okay, now A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, C is equals to minus 3. Now this is what means in the SI. So SI system given in the question, and we have to convert it into the C.G.S. system. Okay, so now this is M1 is equals to, we know that this is the 1000 gram, L1 is equals to 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, and T1 is equals to 1 second, and N1 is equals to 500. ঠিক আছে না? Not required to write units. This is the magnitude. Only you have to write here magnitude. N1 U1. This is the quantity, where N1 is the only numerical value, magnitude. U1 is the unit. So N1 means only 500, the magnitude. Okay. So only you have to write here only magnitude. So now M2 is equals to 1 gram, L2 is equals to 1 centimeter, and T2 is equals to 1 second, and N2 is what? You have to find it out. Okay. So now formula is N2 is equals to N1 into M1 by M2 whole to the power A, L1 by L2 whole to the power B, and T1 by T2 whole to the power C. So it is equals to N1, that means 500, into M1, that means 10 to the power 3. Okay, 1000 means 10 to the power 3 by 1 whole to the power A means 1. Now L1 means 10 to the power 2 by L2 means 1 whole to the power B. The value of the B is 2. Now T1, this is 1 by 1 whole to the power C, that means minus 3, is equals to 500 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, this is 500, 3, 4, 7, 7 to 9, that means 5 into 10 to the power 9. This is the value of the N2. Now 500 watt is equals to 5 into 10 to the power 9. Actually watt means joule per second. Okay, so it converted into in CGS. So now joule is converted into the arg per second. So this is the our final answer. Okay, dear student, thank you.